Guys, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that last video. Yeah, I think I spent way too much time on the video. Some people would argue that I didn't spend enough time. I'm going to go ahead and read some of the comments from I would say, two previous videos ago by now. And then we're going to continue talking about Star Wars because I think they're a little shaky, man. I'm not seeing any news about any Ray Palpatine, Ray Skywalker. I'm seeing no news about Star Wars. Agatha came out and got its terrible review, and then the next episode, we're not really. It seems like they kind of backed off a little bit. So let's drive ourselves to a walk-in theater. You have your girl next to you, and she's gonna make you some popcorn. Sit back, relax, let daddy take care of it. Welcome to the dark side of YouTube, okay? In a good way. I think a good way. But before we get into all that, shout out to my military brothers that I see all the time. Our fucked up humor, the Suey slide, I'm gonna take a perma nap. A lot of guys come into the place that I work, not disclosing that because don't really care that if you find out where I work, but for future references, don't really care if you find out where I work. Where I work is a terrible place, and a lot of you can communicate that. You got terrible bosses, you got a fucking shit job, everything is super unaffordable, and you're just fucking trying to live, man. And I'm here for you. I'm with you. Like I said, let daddy take care of it for you. Shout out to the Marines, Navy, Space Force, Potato, Master Sergeant, Major of the Potato Force Air. Yes, aye, sir. And I guess the Army. So it's been a pleasure talking with you guys. I love hearing your journeys. If we got any military in the chat, please let me know. I love your faces. All right. And I hope you're doing well. Not many people ask if you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. We all love you. I totally I totally was recording and forgot to record the microphone audio. So all right, so we're gonna do this again. We're gonna read the comment section. Thank you guys so much. Round of a fucking applause for you guys. Shout out to the people that hate their lives. Let's not go on a suicide today. Fucking love you, all right? No one ever told you today or tomorrow or the next day. I said I love you. I'm taking that to the grave. Don't even know you and I love you, okay? Arms wide open. All right. You don't know. So bad. Someone's going to be like, that's so cringe, dude. I'm keeping it in. I don't give a fuck. We're going to read the comments on 2 videos ago. We're going to make a couple of responses. I already have. Let's get into it. Th3Birdman states, even if the artist can be proven to hate certain people, the art itself needs to also be proven to be hateful. That's just silly because the artist's intent and emotions are being ingrained into the art. That is literally how art works. An artist conveys her thoughts, emotions, ideologies, etc. using a medium. If an artist hates a group of people, it will show in their art. This is just a logical fallacy on Th3Birdman, which is funny since he claims to love logic and reasoning. 1000% agree. We're going to skip all the way down to the bottom when there is someone, Mr. Pinkstrap. I'm sorry. Thank you so much, Chinese Killer 60. Don't care. That's how your name is. I'm going to say it on YouTube. That's their name. Appreciate you. Welcome new followers, by the way. Someone on the bottom of this comment section, we'll read the other ones, said there's a big difference between wasting your time and being scared to take them on. Now, with those comments being said, I did make a response video. Don't know if he's going to go watch it. Don't really care. It was a little more educational for Birdman. For a guy who critiques movies and likes to basically shit on like 40% of his audience. Whoa. Fuck yeah, dude. But like to shit on like 40% of his audience. I don't know. I'm not really seeing his numbers. Yeah, it was a more education video. Did it get a lot of views? No. Did I put a lot of effort into it? Yes. And I'm proud of it. That's all that matters. Okay. The people will come. If you can't see, my search bar says JesterBell. She will be joining us again. Ooh. Okay, into the second comment. Eric Staples 7220. Yes, sir. Why am I listening to grown men complain about a TV show made for little girls? Of course you won't like it. You're talking about Agatha all along. You're talking about WandaVision. You're talking about Star Wars. That what was featured in the video. Not just little girls. Little girls, go watch it. Not made for little girls. Made for everybody. It's made for everybody, but that's the general idea that I'd like to go in. But then when we watch it, we're like, who is this exactly is it for? A little girl is not gonna like Agatha all along. They don't know what the fuck is gonna go on. They don't even know what they're watching. They're just gonna see a naked woman within the first 40 minutes of the first episode, not even, and then watch episode 2. They're not gonna understand that shit. They're just gonna be like, oh, I guess drinking wine is cool because that's what kids do. They're dumb. Okay, monkey see, monkey do. That's what kids do. Okay, idiot. Star Wars was made for an audience ranging. This is my response to from teens to kids. However, the audience grew fast past that people in their 20s and 40s. You might want to fact check yourself because I was at those prequel theaters for the. I was at the prequel theaters for the prequels. Yes, I was actually there for the prequels, all of them. And my sisters, actually, sorry, correction. My mom was there for the original 3 for Star Wars. Maybe sister later. I don't know. We grew up poor, so they showed Star Wars for a long time. I mean, in the Mexican neighborhood that we grew up in, right? I say Mexican neighborhood. It was just Hispanics. Louisiana people. Shout out to Louisiana, New Orleans, Minnesota. You had some people from Minnesota down here. But anyways, and let me tell you, they're full-fledged adults. Entertainment is for everyone. You have a very narrow mindset when it comes to entertainment. And people like you are the reason why nothing can be fun for anyone. For example, Barbie, which was more for adult audiences. I don't know, maybe think outside the box, but thank you for the comment. Don't come at me. What I'm just doing is critiquing what's actually happening. We're all going through this shit show we call life, okay? We're all broke. We're all fucking tired. Don't challenge the facts in front of you. You can't say it's for little girls and then it's like an entire comic book strip that was strictly 80% men. I'm not saying women did not read it when they came out. I'm gonna headcanon. I'm gonna say 80 or 85% of comics when they came out purely dudes. On my videos right now, it's like 90-something% men. That's real fact. I can see the percent, but if you, I mean, it depends. If you like make an account, you say, yeah, I'm a dude. No shade to the people that are claiming that they're dudes, right? The mentally ill alphabet crew. They'll take offense. But anyways, let's keep it fun. D Willis 353. Keep trying to improve on your video. This is just a critique comment, and I'm gonna cry because I really like it. Do I have to read it out? Of course I'm gonna read it out. Okay, all content creators have to start from somewhere. I agree. And that's what I think about Geeks and Gamers, myself, anybody, JesterBell. We all got to start from somewhere. She's doing great, by the way. I don't make content. I just support the creators. I dig and resonate with it's the American way, but we forgot about that. Yes. I'm old school, so I rock with Drinker and Nerdrotic. Same. I was raised old school. For some years now, they say outload what I can on YouTube. They can say outload what I can't. I guess they're saying they can get away with what I can't on YouTube in video format. I dig it. I would be canceled quick, fast because I don't edit my words. I call it how I see it. Exactly. Just like the females that claim they're dudes, mentally ill. What are you going to do to me? There's an XY chromosome. Two different. You got a PP or you got a VV. All right? No offense. It's so pathetic listening to an insult try to make a point. I'm sorry, that was from D. Willis. Now we're going to go to a Saw Devil 316. The irony of this comment and this username, any Christians out there, any religious people, it's so pathetic listening to an insult try to make a point. You clearly didn't watch the show. Even though the review I gave out was literally talking about the show that I watched, using JesterBell Nerdrotic in the video to back up the statement. Because, you know, you kind of need to bring receipts. Doy. And then they go on to argue. I'm just like, all right, after the second, whatever. Appreciate the 8 comments. People have my back there. Hey, don't find the comment sections. But if you agree with me and it's on my channel and someone is just blatantly going after me for hate or any of y'all for hate, you have every right to defend yourself. You have every right to defend me. I will defend myself. But if you want to speak on my behalf, hey, that's what a community is for, right? Just don't do it to other people. Don't be hateful towards other people. Okay? Just atacarese. This one from Moldy Locks. Marvel could make a 2-hour movie from a still pick a pile of shit, and Birdman will still find a way to praise it. Kind of hard taking that kind of person seriously. Best clip of the day. Fantastic. Just like if you found some hardcore football fan who still believes in his team best even though they lose every single game for years. Houston, Texas. We fucking suck. Go Astros. Even though they call us cheaters. Fucking bitter ass bitches. I literally watched games where they kicked your ass. And baseball is so fast, by the way. Whatever happened to baseball? I'm not saying, like, give me time to drink. I barely get down 3 drinks and game's already over. What happened to baseball? I'm not even a baseball fan, but what happened to baseball? This one comes from Scarecrow Surprise. Appreciate you. That's a cool name. What I find particularly egregious is that all Disney products show people that LGB, the mentally ill persuasion, as all acting the same. So you get this very saturated bubblegum form of diversity that fools no one. Yeah, that's kind of the point when we make review channels, or I guess it would be a movie review channel. I'm going to try to talk about everything, okay, just in the coming future. But now take the TV show Dark Crystal. One character who has two dads, and all of them Radras leaders are females. Yet no one had a problem with it. Yeah, if it's a well written story and the characters come first, 1000%, because it added the world building, and the characters were just that, characters, not props, for Disney to be able to say, look at how inclusive we are. No, don't look at our sketchy past. Song in the South. What's that? We got lesbian witches. Audiences know when they're being preached to. Exactly. Like when your local church representative came into your school assembly and all the kids' brains switched off. That's how I'm going to interpret that. Or maybe that's just a UK thing. No, it goes, I don't think we're allowed to have religion and school intermesh, but, the mentally ill take off the American flag to where our brothers and sisters died for, mostly brothers, facts, no offense, and putting up LGBT alphabet and mentally ill flags. I don't think that's right. It should be separate, because if they're going to go that way, that's basically religion. You have to have a separation of religion and schooling. And if you have your own flag, that's like saying we take another country's flag, we put it in our classroom. Not okay. Okay. We're Americans here. Let's do American shit. You have the right to express yourself. Don't fucking take that flag down. All right, moving on. I could be nice. Elizabeth slander from the girl with the dragon tattoo. I watched that. That was pretty good. It's one of the best LGBT characters, because lesbian characters, because she's a character first, and that's just part of who she is. She wasn't written to be a tick box. I'm thinking what they meant was like a checkbox. Like, are they gay? Are they getting a message? They didn't make her like that. They made the character first, and that's a really good. If you haven't, I've seen it. The girl with the dragon tattoo. Go watch it. Thank you, Scarecrow. Lisa Dees, our first hater of the channel, I guess. I mean, I call myself fat. I know I'm down with the Browns. You probably can't see the back of my hair. I got a ponytail. You can say what you want about man buns. I know I can be funny with myself. I'll call it out. Like, I know what I look like. Fat piece of shit, all right? But to be a genuine hater, and I'm like as sarcastic as I am, but also serious because I'm dying inside and I'm a guy and I don't know how to like fully express myself because I can't afford a therapist. We've all been there. I'm going to smile and it's going to break my lips. Started listening, but the amount of words that don't actually make a point in the first few minutes turned me off. Horrible video. Well, first of all, why are you touching yourself to my video? Just saying, kids might watch this. Please don't. I am not someone you show to your kids and be like, that's a good example. I'm someone you show to your kid and be like, you're going to end up like that if you don't go to college. And then they still end up like me. Hi, I'm the regular adult in USA Today. USA. That's the first genuine hater comment that I got. Now I was like, I'm doing something right. I'm doing something you're not. Anyways, Clinton Wilcox. I really like that name. 4690. I used to watch the Birdman because his videos were funny and poked fun at Simpson. He used to. Now he's responding to this old ass dude and being a fucking child. That's what his channel's looking like. Have you seen his channel? He's got 2 Let's Reviews and he's responding to like this old dude that has no idea what the fuck he's talking about because he picks on the elderly. Okay? Birdman picks on the elderly. I said it here first. Parrot Man abuses elderly, which is a terrible channel that makes boatloads of money for almost no effort. But then he started taking unfair pot shots at Christians. Hey, separate your religion from the channel. Whatever background you come from, whatever religion, well, it doesn't matter. You got 2 moms. I don't care. I'm not saying that I don't specifically care about you. I care about everyone. I think everyone deserves the American dream, to be happy, to follow their dreams. Just in general, follow your dreams. I'm never going to tell you no. You have the right to say whatever you want, especially on my channel, even if it's to hate me. Don't bring up religion. Just, we're people. Let's be adults here, okay? I would try to interact with him in the comments to respond to his claims, and response to me were just bad. The same. I mean, the only response that I got was in his comment section. Then I went out and made a full-flown video for him, and that bitch didn't even watch it. I guess SSJ's trunks was just too much for him. I don't know. I don't even know if he'll watch it, but hey, we're gonna move on, okay? I'm not searching for high praise from anybody. Just, I want you guys to let me know. That's how we build an audience. That's how we grow. His arrogance outpaces his intelligence by a factor of 10. Get it? Kaioken. Turned out to be just another fundy internet atheist, so I stopped watching his videos. Happens to the best of them. So when you talk about religion, just be you, bro. Don't ever bring up religion. Doesn't really matter. Another critique by Mr. Crocky123. I'm going to die a little, but I'm going to read this fully out, okay? You really need to change many stuff in your channel for this to work. Excusing yourself about the boys. What the fuck? Just redo it the version you intended. Jesus Christ. Sorry, dude. I didn't know you were paying my bills. My bad. This fucking all hell Google for this guy. If you don't invest time in your channel and show it, no one will take you seriously and invest their own time. See, that's kind of contradicting yourself, because if I am saying I'm sorry that that's all the time I had for the video, which took me 4 days, and I'm saying that like my voice is just rough, and I apologize to you, and I don't even have to apologize for it, but like I'm genuinely trying to communicate with my audience that like, hey, I hope this is entertaining enough and that you find me likable enough to like have a conversation with me. Not even follow me, just have a conversation with me like we did in the comment section. And that's what a community is about. It's about uplifting each other. If you're putting out videos, I'll go sit and watch your videos and we can help each other. That's the whole point of this. What's with the genuine being a haterade, okay? Someone's sad with their life. If you don't invest in time on your channel and show it, no one will take you seriously and invest their time, their own time watching it. I'm not going to beg for your time. You entirely choose to watch whatever you like. If I can make you laugh, if I make you so much as smirk and be like, this guy's fucking retarded, yeah, come talk to me. Follow the channel. Leave a like. I'm not totally trying to get sponsored by Ozarka. Geek Bar, if you're looking. I'm not totally trying to get sponsored by anybody, man. Wow, that tropical rainbow blast is just like the right amount of, only for adults 18 and up. Actually, scratch that. You need to be 21 and up. You want to vape, all right? Tobacco's toxic, cancerous, bad for your lungs. If you're going to do it, make sure you work out, drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of water. Go to the gym. Go to the gym so you can continue your vape, okay? It's okay. You're an adult. Anyone below 21 and you're vaping, you're a fucking loser, man. Remember the dare? What happened to dare? You probably don't even have dare in your classrooms anymore. Now everyone has the charisma and ease to discourse of Asmongold, Critical Drinker, and the likes. Third, you show others' videos without opinionate for too long. Yeah, because there's a very big trend going on where you show basically an out of context version of the video and then you add your own thing, right? I think it makes more sense to let them speak so that their voice is heard and then go on after that. Because if I don't give you context and their meaning and how they're saying, you're going to take it out of context. And that's how some people get hate, when it's entirely taken out of context. Sorry for repeating that word like 3 times. And they're like, that's not what I said. I'm letting you listen to the entirety of what they said so that you don't ask me questions of like, I didn't understand this part. It's like, well, that's why I shouted out the channel. I showed you a big clip that you can go watch. We didn't even watch the whole video. That was like a third of it, minus the intro and her talking about her comment sections as well. And that kind of aspect, I don't think it's stealing. It is taking others' opinions on the video that I wanted to create and just kind of validating my own video idea and also crediting them. That's the most important, is that I credited the people that I'm taking from. There will be videos that I don't, because it's just like for the prequels. Like, I'm not going to go thank a random YouTube channel for having videos of a prequel of a movie, because like it's a movie. It's not even anyone's IP to be using anyways. So fair use is just like, as long as I give my own commentary. You should read the TOS. Just saying. And you should go follow JesterBell and Nerdrotic and Critical Drinker and the Birdman, and see if you can go convince the Birdman to do the same. Give people the credit where credit is due. Also compare me to other YouTubers. Don't really care. I don't care. I don't compare myself to another human being. I am who I am. I try to be the best who I can be. And that's it, you know? Just be the best human you can be. I'd rather go to Nerdrock channel if that's so. Hopefully understanding criticism. Just get better. Yeah. So, see, the thing about that is they have millions of followers. And like I said, we all have to start from somewhere. If you want a finished product, then if that's your preference, absolutely. I'm a big fan of underdogs, have always been, in the comics, in any movie. in any story I've ever read. I'm a huge fan of underdogs. That's us. Okay. That's the little viewers. I'm talking about like less than 500 followers that are trying to put out videos. And I've seen someone with 200 followers go to 1.5K, and I follow those channels. So if you're not doing the same like I am by leading by example, you need to be a better person, and you just need to not go for, I'm not saying not to go subscribe to the bigger channels. You do whatever you want. But if you want a finished product, then you're going to be looking in the finished product section. Okay. I like the underdogs. I like finding channels that have 50 viewers or 50 subscribers and 20 subscribers, 25 subscribers that are putting out videos. I like to follow those channels. Me personally, I like to uplift people. So moving on. Oh boy. Nasty. Is that insane trick? Is that insane spelled backwards? I'm just kidding. That's a homeboy. We know exactly who it's made for. It's made for brain dead, liberal, feminists, and mentally ill alphabet people, and probably PDF, since we have adults naked in front of kids. Take it easy. No, that's the truth. That's the truth that people don't want to talk about. It is. It's mentally ill people pushing a fucking terrible message. Dead liberals, like leftists and feminists. There's no such thing as a feminist nowadays. There's no such thing as feminism nowadays. And if you think so, you're sadly mistaken. And I can have a lot of plethora of podcasts and other channels that can prove you wrong. So that's just my opinion. That's actually factual. So we're going to read one more from Trick because he kind of went off. That's the boy. It definitely matters if they're gay or not, honestly. He's talking about Agatha All Along. Because these shows are made by Disney. Agatha All Along. A company literally based around children viewers. Yes. Imagine if that first scene, it was an adult male that was naked in front of kids. My rebuttal for Agatha All Along, just like Chris Hemsworth with Naked in Love and Thunder. Oh, true. I haven't even seen that, though. Guardians of the Galaxy. Any scene with the dude with his shirt off? And I know girls are just like, oh my God, he's so sick. I get that aspect because in like the 80s and 90s, it was nothing but like boobs or like some girl with her tits out. I'm not saying we didn't have the same thing growing up, but to let a kid see that, it kind of messes with their mind, you know. Just keep it away from kids. I'm not saying I did not turn out fine, but if that's my child, keep it away from kids, especially with these people like Diddy and all this stuff coming out. No, no, let's skip over that, please. And finally, we get to Mr. Pink Strat. Okay, here's the big one. There's a big difference between wasting your time and being scared to take him on. He's talking about the Birdman. He or she is talking about the Birdman. Wasn't afraid to take him on. I did make an entire video, an educational video for him. I thought about including like a section for coloring, little kids pictures.
It's a good book. Your friends will love it. You know, it's got mazes in it, and you know, little coloring areas, sections, pop-up pictures. It's a lot of fun.
That's funny.
It's because if he made a picture that I put in there and he's like, I hate it because you're so hateful for giving me a piece of art to color in, it'd be ironic because he'd be like hate coloring it in, which is full circles what the meaning of hateful art is. So yeah, wasn't too scared. I made a video right back at him. If you watched it or if you didn't, I don't know, don't care. But it was educational for him nonetheless. So yeah, that concludes the comment section.
Funny thing, really. I ask my followers, do you want more Star Wars content? And they always say no. But then when I do a Star Wars video, it gets a lot of attention. So that's very interesting. I'm curious to see how many of you click on this video. But I wanted to get a little something off my chest, not out of my chest, but off my chest on this whole Star Wars conversation that I only lightly touched on before. But there's been this conversation and this dialogue going on for many, many years now that Star Wars fans are the worst fan base ever. Star Wars fans are the most toxic fan base that can't be pleased with anything, that they overreact to things and they harass actors, and that they are just generally the worst fans you can ever encounter, and that in and of itself is what killed the Star Wars brand and made no one want to be a part of it.
Now, without people saying, oh, I took too much from JesterBell. Okay, small clip. I'm going to try it. Small clip. And she's saying that essentially Star Wars fans hate Star Wars and other people. To tackle on to what she's saying, I can see why she's saying that most of the fans are toxic, because like it's split kind of in between what they're saying about Rey, Palpatine, and the Acolyte, and just overall series. From being just an in general fan, I'm not really a hardcore Star Wars fan. I am a fan of doing your fans justice and seeing it through. Like the Acolyte, it was just come on, it was just kind of laughable. It was bad. Yeah, the fans are pretty split. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, it kind of sucks being a fan, but I understand like the new fans saying that, oh, we're saying so much hate, but mind you, we've been watching this for a hot minute. We know what we're talking about, and again, we're just pushing more emphasis on like just make the story better. That's all I'm gonna say. I want to keep this video short, sweet, and simple, but just keep it simple with the story. Continue doing Star Wars, but just get better showrunners and better writers. Like get better fighting choreography. Just get better writers, please. I'll see you in the next one.